Stay savage, your boy ShinoBeenTrill. What's poppin'? Today we are back with another video. This is a returning video. Honestly, last video we dropped was a collab video. Before that was a no-go because obviously I had things to do. But today we're going to be talking about the future of Boruto Shippuden. We're going to talk about where the Boruto anime is heading, because if you guys do not know, if you read the recent chapters, obviously we know about scientific ninja tools and we know about a lot of the tech that has been introduced into Boruto. And one thing is for certain, we've seen Boruto take a completely different path than Naruto, because if you guys look at Naruto kind of gave you that medieval vibe, you know, people building houses, you know, basically out of shack type material, versus now we getting shit with sliding doors. We got a train system, we got like phones where people can communicate, we got video games, we got big ass flat screens in the middle of the Leaf Village Square and shit like that. So it's one of those things where we're starting to see like this shit change and just take a different dynamic path. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit, you know, give my little 2 cents on that, how I felt about that, because I think that's another reason why a lot of people are having a bit of trouble falling into Boruto, due to the fact that there's a lot of technology and, you know, there's a fucking generation gap, because within the 10-year span that like Naruto ended and the Boruto generation started, there was so much tech that just came out of nowhere. It was like, how fucking advanced did these people get in a matter of 10 years? So what that being said, if you guys are excited about today's video, if you're new to the channel, subscribe for daily content, hit that like button, you know what I'm saying? It lets me get some motivation and some support, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously I gotta see it and I'm like, oh shit, it's time to get some more videos out, let's get it. Nah, I don't really do that dance, but I'm probably doing it in my head. So with that being said, finally, let's get it.
All of these people, they down to ride. Look in my eyes. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Alright, so off the rip, like, one thing's noted, we see so many different scientific ninja tools starting to pop up. First, it started off as like the actual scientific ninja tool, which we're gonna see coming up in a few days, well, weeks actually, with the Boruto movie, because, you know, Katsuki, he's basically trying to get his fucking thing shown throughout the ninja world, trying to get people to understand that his technology is making people more advanced every day. That way he doesn't have to worry about like actually trying to learn jutsus. You don't have to worry about putting in the work. But he also misinterprets that, you know, it's supposed to be a tool to aid jutsu. It's supposed to be tool to aid ninja, like, you know what I'm saying? If you got a fucking KK Genkai, or you can shoot out so many jutsus at one time or whatever, you don't want to exhaust yourself, so you'll go the route of using a scientific ninja tool. And that's something we see that he's just not looking at. He just wants to get this tool shown because he feels as though, hey, everything's efficient, everything is better, everything is easy. So that's one thing we're gonna see in a downfall for the Boruto universe, because like, you gotta think about it. As long as you got scientific ninja tools and shit like that, it's gonna get to the point where things are becoming too easy for people. It's gonna become too routine, and that's why it was so easy for Boruto to fall under the trap of wanting to use the scientific ninja tool to like prove himself to his dad. You know, it's kind of like Naruto when he grabbed the scroll. You know, he basically found a shortcut. You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, this is how I learned the multi-shadow clone jutsu, like quick like that. You know, and he did that. You know what I'm saying? He went out the way to learn it and kept teaching himself that. And that's one thing we're gonna see with Boruto. Boruto's gonna go out his way to cheat in order to just get the shortcut to be proven himself as a ninja, because in the same token, Naruto wanted to prove himself to Haruka Sensei that he was going to be a ninja, because like he wanted to prove to everybody else he wanted to be Hokage. And that's the one thing we see with Boruto the most, that he wants to prove himself as his own person. He wants to prove himself through his own powers, and obviously the scientific ninja tools aren't going to do that. Now my point with saying that is like, at some point or another, scientific ninja tools are going to get outcasted by entire villages, because they're going to start to be looked at as tools of destruction, tools of war, tools of conflict, due to the Kara organization putting Katsuki under the genjutsu and shit like that. You know, Kashin Koji, Oi, or Ao, or how the fuck you say his name, literally people gonna start looking at it as like, oh, these are the same tools that you quote unquote said were supposed to help us, but now these are the same tools that are bringing us damnation. These are the same tools that bringing us ruin. You know, they're bringing us destruction and shit like that. Because if you guys look, like, a lot of the ninja tech was already stolen. If you guys are in the recent chapters of Boruto, clearly there's puppets that's using the scientific ninja tool guidelines, and these puppets are so like advanced, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just fire on sight and they never stop firing until the target is eliminated. And like I said in the previous video with my boy Bara B, I literally said in order to defeat these puppets is due to making them overheat from using too much jutsu. Because if you didn't have a way to absorb it, or you wasn't like Naruto who can just completely flash around and just destroy everything in a whim like that, you know what I'm saying? You're constantly on the move, you're constantly exerting energy, so eventually you're gonna get tired. And that's something we saw that happen to Konohamaru Sensei, which is the reason why, you know, the new teams haven't had to go look for him and shit like that. So it's like these are some boundaries that are being crossed in the Naruto world, and they're really being stepped down. Like a lot of people are just like gonna be fed up at this. Now we do see Boruto being one of those people who do get to the point where he's fed up with scientific ninja tools, and then Katasuki teaches him the love and the reason why he creates it, not so to say, hey, we're gonna just have these tools to, you know, make everything easy for you, but more so to aid other people, because he saw what he did with the dog, you know, he saw what he did with the flying glider, he saw what he did with the spray that can like heal any wound and shit like that. He saw a lot of different things that the tech could do. Now one thing that's really bugging me with this is we see like the old school of Naruto still manifested in Boruto in terms of training at the academy. We see people using kunai, we see shurikens, you know, we see different old techniques, you know, but my man Katasuki has gone through the lengths of even making tools that can fucking take away techniques such as walking on walls. Like Boruto can walk on walls on his own, but like he literally made tools that made it where you don't even have to use chakra, you could just run up the wall on your own. And that's gonna be something that is gonna start to change Boruto for like the worst in a sense, because now that everybody's gonna have access to these abilities, access to these powers, you know, everybody's gonna think they have the maximum capabilities, versus the people who are exerting a lot of chakra or using most of their potential. They can basically handicap them if they throw them into a tactical situation, due to the fact that they're gonna think to themselves, oh, just because I have a ninja tool, I can do something, you know what I'm saying? So clearly we see Boruto like get his way swayed and shit like that. But one thing's for certain, you know, like I was saying with the older style of Naruto in terms of like the shuriken and the kunai, we see Boruto use swordplay. Now this is probably just my personal opinion. I don't know if anybody else feels like this. I don't know if I've seen this anywhere. Maybe I did subconsciously and that's why I'm bringing it up, but I don't think I did. Honestly, it's starting to feel like Naruto Ninja Star Wars, like on some shit, because if you guys looked at a chapter, you saw Ao basically fucking, you know, have like a double lightsaber in his fucking arm essentially. You know, he pulled one out the back and then he pulls one out the front, and but it was like a chakra saber. So then we see Boruto experiment with Katasuki's chakra saber as well. One thing is noted that he is losing a lot of chakra from using it. It does take a lot of toll on the body and a lot of stamina. So if you don't have high chakra reserves like Naruto, or you don't have the Ashura, or you don't have like the tail beast within inside of you, you won't be able to use it unless you have proper training, due to the fact that it's like a prototype. So clearly eventually they'll get better, but I feel as though this is going to be the main tool for Boruto in the future. Obviously everybody talks about how Boruto is going to get Sasuke's sword, or he's going to get the sword from Sasuke and shit like that passed on to him, but I feel as though at some point or another Boruto is going to pick up this chakra saber and it's going to be on some fucking I say some Star Wars. I was literally trying to say Naruto Star Wars, but it's literally going to be on some Star Wars Naruto Next Generations type shit, because listen, the name is Next Generations. In terms of generations, you can go as far as you want, because like, well, generation, but like you can go as far as you want because they're adding so many different mechanics and adding so many different technologies into Boruto, which is making it just completely crazy. Now when you've seen all these different things added to Boruto, it just gives us a sense of like, what's going to happen to the original ninja hood, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like what Kawaki was saying in the beginning. He was like, the era of ninja are over, and then Boruto was like, no, not in my range, you know, I'm still a shinobi, I'm still gonna be that shinobi that's gonna protect everybody. And honestly, I feel like this is gonna be like some Ninja Gaiden shit, you know what I'm saying? Like where like fucking shit just gets corrupted and everybody just start falling under like the futuristic dark paths and shit like that, but they still have like this old school shinobi going around trying to fight and keep things in check. And then it's kind of gonna be Boruto or Naruto essentially, and it's just really weird to me to see all this technology being put into Boruto. Like if you guys don't know, I've noted on this time and time again, like even in my anime reviews, I'll be like, oh my god, there's a sliding door in Naruto, like a sliding door. Like that shit right there alone, for me to say something about a sliding door in Naruto shows that I grew up with Naruto in the era of just being like kind of like a mid-world, like a midland country or something, like mid-world, like, you know, it wasn't like something that was up to date, you know, it wasn't something that was super futuristic and high tech. Like seeing the big ass TV screens in the town square and having Naruto going on the interviews like it was Ellen or the Today Show or some shit like that, I was like thinking to myself like, what the actual fuck? I've never seen any Hokage have to go through this. But clearly the times are changing, times have started to progress. Clearly, we had some chakra technology, which we saw, you know, the Rakages in them used to basically talk to each other, or, you know, teleport different items and shit like that. But it took a lot of different people to do it. It took a lot of energy to amass, and now we're starting to see like these technologies who just come out of nowhere, which don't need a lot of energy. All you need to do is just write a seal of the jutsu on the scroll, drop it in, and boom, you got a fucking Rasengan, you got a fireball, you got a wind style, you got some water style. Like, it's literally that simple now, and it's like it's making me feel as though, you know, if they keep progressing at this point, what's the point? Because like at that point or another, you're gonna be looking at Boruto, you know, training hard and working really hard, and then there's gonna be people with technology that's gonna come after him, and he's just gonna wash them due to the fact that they won't have no like sensibility of how to use it the proper way, because they don't have the fundamentals of actually being a ninja. They don't know the true guidelines of being a ninja. Now clearly there's gonna be people like Kara, the Utsukis, who are gonna play a role, you know what I'm saying? So they're gonna do their own thing. But like I said, when I say Naruto Star Wars, this is literally what it's becoming, because if you guys remember the last movie, Naruto was in space, you know what I'm saying? He was fighting on the moon, like he was in space. Now we getting chakra lightsabers, we getting fucking these puppets who automatically work on their own. It's gonna be kind of like the fucking Clone Wars in this bitch. It's literally the droids in fucking Star Wars. Like, believe it or not, I don't care what you have to say, but I do believe Naruto is going to follow a path of Star Wars to a certain degree, because it's literally turning into Ninja Star Wars. Like, just imagine you see Kawaki pull out a fucking chakra sword against Boruto. Clearly, we know that's not going to happen. We see Boruto pull out his actual sword, and we see, you know, Kawaki pull out this staff. Maybe this will happen later on down the line as Boruto progresses, because I do not believe that Kawaki versus Boruto will be the end of the Boruto series. I feel like it's going to go further than that. I feel like that is just like the main poster child that they're piping up, because, you know, everybody has that one great arc. And one thing's funny about it was, you know, they foreshadowed this event happening, and we never seen that in Naruto. Like, when we saw what happened in Naruto, we saw about the past. You know what I'm saying? They just took us straight to the future for Boruto. They was like, all right, this is what's gonna happen, this is what led to it. And that's literally what we're starting to see. But before, we didn't see none of that in fucking Naruto. It was more so about the Nine Tails coming to destroy the village, the kid who basically had the Nine Tails put inside him, the hero that saved the village, which was the Hokage. We seen this simplistic story, and now this is like, now we got a Boruto story, which is about foreshadowing. And that's one thing a lot of people don't understand with Boruto. Like, Boruto is going to be one of those animes that take an extremely dark path. A lot of people think it's going to be like happy-go-lucky right now, because all you see is like happy-go-lucky, because obviously he's a kid at this moment, you know. But as he trains and as he progresses and as he gets further, it's going to become more tragic and more tragic as things go on. So just seeing all this technology in it overall just made me want to talk about it a little bit. I actually had this thumbnail made for a really long time. I just never got around to making a video due to the fact that I was all over on other topics. Just let me know your personal thoughts and your personal opinions on Naruto Star Wars, or Boruto Naruto Star Wars, the next generation type shit. Let me know how you feel about the fucking chakra sabers and shit like that in the comment section below. Your personal thoughts and personal opinions are always welcome here. Now, with that being said, my name is ShinoBeenTrill. Stay true and stay real. Hope you guys have a blessed day, and until next time, see you guys later. Bye, Z gang gang.